The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
When you look at this defense,
against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. It's a window maneuver. Down the left sideline. And down to the 27-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow looking to pass.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And it's 3rd down and 2.
But you look at this defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Now Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman.
And touchdown!
Rashad Bateman.
39 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Chase will go in motion left.
Now it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Jackson keeps himself upright. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
On 2.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Gun.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown!
Andre Yoshivas.
67 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jackson now. A short one there, caught by Likely. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. 11.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's to the 15. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Fighting through at the 25. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This one complete to Yoshibas. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense falls asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Burrow. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it down the right sideline.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode.
And this will be caught at the 30. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
27 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Burrow will throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A handoff, running left, Henry. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got a man. It's Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Brown. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can...
Now Burrow loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here,